Hello, everybody. My name is Arianne.Booker. I am your student's seventh grade ELA teacher. I have been teaching at Creighton for 7 years. I have taught both seventh and eighth grade ELA, so I do know a little bit of what our students need to know in order to be successful in the next grade. I think that this will go a little bit easier if I kind of treat you like my students and share my computer screen with you all as I kind of go through just a little bit about our course and some things that you may need to know as parents in order to help our students be successful throughout this school year. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is how your student will access our class information and things of that sort. I am just going to, for the sake of this video, use my A block class. So when your student goes to their Teams class, this is what their homepage will look like. And over here on the side, these are what we call our channels. And basically, it's like these are just different sections to our Teams course. So our general channel here is where pretty much all general information will be. If you're looking for any homework assignments, if you're looking for any additional resources or any updates to anything, that will all be here on the general channel. I encourage you to download the Teams app on either your phone or your tablet and have your student log in for that first time. And once they log in, you now have access to all of the things that your student also is able to see. So here on this general channel, like right here, I put for my students an update that says, remember your grammar test is this Thursday, and I put some quizzes codes for them to study. I told them what to study. So in their notebook, they should have information on these topics. And then I went through some tips and tricks that we kind of discussed in class to help them remember some of the things that will be on their test. So again, this general channel is where you will find all general information. I also have a book recommendation channel, and that's just for both myself and the students to recommend different things to read because I encourage you to not only read with your children, but encourage them to make sure they're reading something that they enjoy for at least 20 minutes a night. Um, if our children want to access our class meetings, they can do that in one of two ways. They can come right here to this channel, and there's a live meetings channel, and they'll just click that channel and they will see our meeting. It will tell them to join. They also can go to their calendar over here on the side, and they will have all of their scheduled meetings there if they need to join that way. You may be wondering, when can your child come and get extra help? Please keep in mind that school does not end at 1 o'clock. And please remind your student that school does not end at 1 o'clock. Yes, lunch starts at 1 o'clock, but they should be working on schoolwork from 2 to 3:45. So if you can try to not schedule things during that time, that would be great. I understand things come up and you have to handle those in that matter. But RTI is a great time for students to knock out all of the work that they have been assigned, whether it's homework, whether they need to review for a test. And that's also some time where they can come and get that one-on-one help or small group help. Even though they are designated a certain day to work with each teacher during RTI time, they are more than welcome to send us chat messages and we can schedule different times to meet with them because our goal is to ensure that your student is successful. And that is my primary goal. So I will make sure that I'm doing everything on my end to make sure that they are successful. So the other thing that I definitely want to show you is their class notebook. So your student will be operating out of their class notebook. Everything for my class will be in this class notebook, whether it's assignments, quizzes, tests, all of those go inside of here. So when they click on their class notebook, they'll hit this little arrow. Mine looks a little bit different than your students will, but they will see a welcome screen. They will see a collaboration space over here, a content library, and then they should see their name. And when they click on their name, they will see, just like a regular 3-ring binder or notebook, all of the sections that are in their notebook. And these are the sections that we will work out of throughout the year. And when they go in these sections, they will see their assignments and things like that. And they literally, this is one that we started working on in class, they literally can write on these documents that are inside of their notebook. And I just want to kind of show you how that looks. So they can physically write in this notebook, or they can actually create a text box and type inside of those text boxes. I have given my students the options to write things down on paper because I know everybody doesn't always like every aspect of technology. And I've given them that option that if they choose to write things down on paper, they can. They just need to make sure they take a picture and put it inside their class notebook, because this will be where I grade all assignments. If there is any specific information that you want to know about our class, or if you have any questions about certain things, you can have your student pull up their class notebook. And if they go inside of their content library, there are some folders inside of there. One that is very important is the class information. And here in this folder, you will find like a meet the teacher. So this gives you a little bit of information about me if you want to know some more about me. Our course requirement document is here, which I highly encourage that you just read through just to kind of see the things that we will be covering this year and what is expected of your student in this course. We have our bell schedule, virtual classroom procedures, and the other document that I really want to point out to you is this frequently asked questions document. I've also shared this document with your students. They have access to this. And this document basically is like a quick reference guide. So if a student has a question, I encourage them to come to this document before they reach out to me just to see if I've already answered their question. And it's like a self-help quick fix guide. So let's say a student wants to know, oh my goodness, Miss Booker, I need some extra help. What should I do? Well, here's that question. What do I do if I need extra help? And here is my answer to them in that response. There's two sections here. There's one for my students. So these are questions that I anticipate my students asking or needing some additional support with. And then I also have the section here for parents. And these are just a few questions that I anticipate that you as a parent may have. So this is a great reference to use if you need to get any specific answer from me. You always are able to reach out to me via email. You may call the school and I can talk to you on the phone, anything of that sort. If you want to review any quizzes or things with your students, they will stay inside of this content library. Go to their resources folder, and here they will see, right now this is our only page in our notebook, but it will say Microsoft Forms. And this is usually the resource that we use to take any quiz or test. And your student is able to come here once I've graded a test, and they will be able to click that link. And you can do this with them as well, which I highly encourage. And then they will be able to see their quiz or test and the answers that they chose and what they got wrong. And if I put any feedback or anything of that sort on the assessment. So they have access to that at all times. And they also, if they miss a day, if they're absent, if they need to go back and review something that we may have done in class, there is a class recordings folder. I record all of our classes, and anytime that I'm teaching content is specifically when I record. I may not record from start to finish, but at any point in time when I'm giving direct instruction that I feel students may need at a later date or need to review, I record, and those will be in this class recordings folder. And they also can find those recordings under the live meetings channel. So there's two places that they may go to access those live videos. I am hoping that that just gives you a little bit more information about our course and how to find different things and help your students be successful. Again, I am so excited to be teaching your students. I thank you so much for sharing them with me. And I hope that we get to see them in the building really, really soon. But as of right now, they all are doing so great with this change. Students are resilient, and I am so proud of how they have been able to dive into this and just hit the ground running. Again, if you need anything from me, do not hesitate to reach out. I will respond as quickly as I possibly can. And it was so nice to see you guys, and I look forward to a great year with both you and your students. Thanks. Have a great day.